Dora Bushusha, she's, we can applaud her. And finally, I introduce you Ibrahim Batout. Ibrahim, have more things to tell us about the situation in Egypt in general and about his, way of seeing the Arab dream.
We are definitely living a dream, and I feel myself very fortunate to have witnessed what has been happening in Egypt and in our region. However, this dream has a tendency to switch to a nightmare sometimes. However, works of many colleagues of mine, filmmakers, artists and musicians, and needs to be seen and needs to be heard, and we have to find a way to do that. And this way it has to be totally out of the box. We are going to enter a new era in our struggle, where a lot of things will not be logical. In our situations now, after the last elections and with political Islam taking power, we are right now discussing in our constitutions how to legalize female genital mutilation in 2030. How can we legalize female genital mutilation? We're also discussing how to pass in the constitution. To think of is how can we be seen and heard? Because if we take care of these issues on our own, we'll definitely go mad in no time. I'm already struggling with my mind to remain focused and in balance.
So I think one of the most powerful tools to do that is cinema. And being here discussing that, I'm saying that how can we be seen? We're not seeking solutions to solve our problems. Our problems will take care of them.
Euromed 2, it was Euromed 2. Thanks to the training I benefit from, I directed my first movie, It Was Better Tomorrow, which was picked up by Venice official selection last September. It was then selected in many other prestigious festivals such as Namur, Stockholm, Roma, and next week, in 2 weeks I think, Dubai. And what we are sewing together today will allow us to touch people, the civil society, by our tool, cinema.
I missed Ibrahim's film in Venice because both things were selected in Venice. And I missed it in Venice, and I was really, really moved. And I was really moved by what you were saying, because I feel exactly the same thing. We are going through a very delicate situation. We are not at all, we don't regret what happened at all, not a single moment, but let's be frank, it's a very, very difficult moment we are going through, exciting, frightening. People working in films, because with films we can bring people together. And locally, because we need to show films at a local level, and also to show our films outside our region, because the perception will change. And that's an extremely important thing to do, the perception.
In a way, giving a cover for them, to hijack the revolution and transfer the great process into a dictatorship instead of democracy. If we were taking care of our issues on our own, we would have solved them right here, right now. The thing is, every now and then you have someone who has an interest somewhere and comes and and back your government, or back your dictator, or back your president, and this is when trouble starts. So, since we are living in a very organic world, we need to work on the fact that facts have to be seen. Simple fact, take the emotion out of it, put facts, So, and one way of doing that is through TV and through cinema and through films and through art and through music. And that's what we're struggling for. And bet you, no one here knows an answer to any question. We're all finding out. And we'll all learn.
We are making films a little bit more. Now we have to make them visible. So it's step by step, and we are trying. It's new. It's but people have this energy and this really desire to do things, and everybody understood how important the image is in changing mentalities, and that's very important.